What's up, reefers? Welcome back to Ash's channel and to Ash's Reef. In this episode, I will show you how I replaced my Radions with the ATI 6 bulb 24-inch fixture. So first come first, you will need the fixture itself. Along with that, you will need the leveler and some kind of long stick. You don't need that if you are installing it before your tank, but in my case, since my tank was already there, so I need that stick and the leveler. Of course, you will need the stud finder, the hanging kit, and couple of wood screws if you are able to find the studs. So the first thing first, as I mentioned, my tank was already there, and so I want to make sure that I put the ATI fixture right in the center of my tank. So that's where this stick and the leveler comes into play. So the leveler will tell me that the stick is pretty much straight, and then this way I was able to mark all four corners of the tank, which enables me to center the ATI fixture. So once you have marked all four corners of the tank, now it's time to measure the tank and kind of double check your markings on the ceilings. So what you are looking at is the front to back of the tank, and as you can see, it's 19 inches. This is the front to the back panel, and then I also measured the side length of the tank, which is approximately 30 inches. So it's 30 inches long by 19 inches front to back. Once you have marked all four corners of the tank, now it's time to also measure your fixture itself. This will further make sure that your fixture is accurately centered on top of your aquarium. So you need to measure the length and the width of the fixture itself along with the center line. So let's go ahead and install our hanging kit on the ceiling. Since I will be hanging the fixture off the ceiling itself, where I was not able to find the studs, so I'm going to be using the drywall toggle bolts. If you are able to find the stud, then you could always use the wood screw and skip the drywall toggle bolt, and you just have to use the wood screws as you can see the way how I installed it, going through the stud. But in my case, since I'm going to be installing it on the drywall itself, coming off the drywall, we will be using the toggle bolt. So the nut is going to go, the screw is going to go through the fixture, and then you will need the visor, because you will need to make a certain size of hole for the toggle bolt to go through the ceiling. It's very important to make sure the toggle bolt rests not in this direction but in this direction. It needs to kind of umbrella. So the screw that comes along with it pretty much just screws through the toggle bolt, and it kind of tightens it up, and this is how it sits. So this portion goes inside and sits on your drywall. Then you need to use this fixture, which is very simple. You need to use the hanging kit wire. You feed the hanging kit wire in this way, where the end of the wire, which has a small little ball, will rest inside this bolt. This will hold it in place, and then this will basically screw it to this bolt that's hanging from your ceiling. If you guys are wondering, is it safe to hang the fixture off the drywall? Yes. Do not underestimate the strength of this drywall toggle bolts. They are very strong. So here it is. The first of the hanging wire has been installed. In order to feed the toggle bolt to the ceiling, you need to use the 5/8 of the drilling bit, or in my case, since I didn't have the 5/8 size, I was able to use this and make the hole. Once you have drilled the hole, this is how you will feed the toggle bolt inside your ceiling. Just push it up and it pretty much sits on the drywall. And then you could use a drill machine or a screwdriver and just tighten that screw, which will hold this piece up to the ceiling. And then pretty much simple, as I showed you before, the second piece just screws into the fixture or the part that goes onto the ceiling, nice and tight. And here we go, the hanging kit has been installed on the ceiling, making sure all the measurements were perfect. And as you can see, the fixture has been installed, and I'm very pleased it really came out to the exact center as I wanted. So that pretty much completes the installation and the video. If you guys did like this episode, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next episode, happy reefing.